Hi, I'm Susie Mason. Welcome back to another UVM WordPress tutorial. Today we're going to make a publications page using the accordion block. Okay, make sure you're logged into your WordPress page and then go to the dashboard. I'm getting there from the name of the site to dashboard. And then we're going to add a page and call it publications. And then we're going to add an intro paragraph below it. I'm going to pick up some text here, just some placeholder text. And paste that in. And since it's an intro paragraph, I'm going to assign it a style. So I'm highlighting the text, and in the right sidebar under advanced, I'm going to type in a style called intro and then hyphen hyphen left. That's the intro left custom style. And then I'm going to publish it. And we'll take a look at this point. So view page, and there you have a larger size intro paragraph. Now let's add some lists of publications. So back to edit your page, and we're going to add a layout this time, a custom layout. And under sections, if you scroll down, there's an accordion. There's accordion 2 columns. I think that's the only one we have. Yep. Okay, so we added it in. Imagine these are publications for 2019. So I changed that head to 2019. Since this block is ready made, all you have to do is go in, highlight the text, and change the content that's there to the content that you want. I'm just copying and pasting some headlines here that a lot of our professors, our faculty may find useful. You can call them whatever you want to call them. You can also get rid of them. Like perhaps you don't have news stories about your work. You can just go into the 3 dots and say remove block, and it's gone. So update that. Let's put a space between this. So I'm going to highlight that intro paragraph and then go to the plus. If you remember, I could also go to the plus here, either one, and then put a spacer in there. And maybe we'll have publications from the prior year. We'll organize them both by subject and by year. So I highlighted this entire block for 2019, and under the 3 dots, click duplicate. And I'm going to add a spacer between these also. So I just put in a spacer. It's 100 pixels. That's okay. This one could probably be 48. And then we could call that 2018. And then you would go in and change that content again. Let's save it. View it. So now we have a 2019 and 2018 accordions. These could be expanded and collapsed. And if you want to edit the content inside the individual accordions, let's pick up some other content here just from this. You just highlight the text and paste your content in. Maybe that's too long, so I'm just going to add in some items. Short sentences. Usually you get a plus here, but if your item is highlighted, you can always go up here and it will add in a block below where you have selected. So we're going to add in a paragraph and it pops in below that one. And we're going to just do that again. There. Imagine we can convert this to a list rather than a bunch of sentences. Save it and view it. So then we go here. We have under Ref Read Papers now a unordered list, just a bulleted list. So these accept any kind of block content inside. So if you wanted to add a photo or paragraph descriptions, another headline, you can do that inside these accordions. Okay, so that's how you can very quickly get a publications page online. You can link these also to other pages and get the content filled inside the accordions. Now I'm going to show you how to make a menu for your WordPress website and add this publications page to the menu. Navigate under your site name to menus. If you're already in your dashboard, you would go under appearance and then select menus and you would get this menu page. I don't have a menu yet, so I'm just going to make a new one called main. And then click create. And you can automatically have new pages added to your menu as you go. I don't advise that. I usually just don't choose that, but you could check that off if you wanted. I'd rather be in control of that process and choose what pages I want in my menu. So I recommend leaving that blank, not checked. And I'm going to click primary for this menu. I want it to be the primary menu in the primary menu location. Okay, and save. All of your pages that you've created and your posts also are listed on the left side. So there is a menu item here that you can add things to your menu. So you can add, your pages will show up, and what you can do is look for things like the publications page that we just made. Check the box next to it and then say add to menu. And then it moves it over to the right and it's in your menu. If there were posts that you wanted to add to your menu, you could move them over on the side. I like posts being navigable by a post landing page, and we'll make a video about that too. So I recommend having pages in your menu, not pages and posts. So we just made the publications page. I added it to my menu. I have a couple other pages. So projects, we can add that. And projects landing page options, we'll add that. And then once you have them here, you can reorder them. You could also make things subordinate to other things. So if you wanted the projects landing page options under the projects page, that makes sense. You can do that by dragging it to the right, and you see the placeholder box that's indented, just dropping it there. So after you have selected what you want in your menu, you just hit Save Menu. I want to show you one more thing. If you expand any of these, it can show the navigations label. So imagine if your page was called News, Events, and Publications, but you wanted it to just be navigable by the word publications. You could truncate it here. So if your page is called something and it's really long, you can shorten it here. If you think that you could be more concise with the menu item to create more confidence in the click, when someone clicks on it, they know what they're going to get, then change that name there. Okay, I'm going to save it. And it says that main, which is the name of the navigation, has been updated. Thank you. And then under the name of your website, click Visit Site. And now we have, this is a post landing page for my home page. And under Menu, we now have that. We didn't have it before. We have Publications and Projects. And I'm going to click on Publications, what we just made. And we're there. So that's it. We added the publications page to a new menu.